Hello. I've been thinking a lot about something. We as a societal structure are literally preventing progress and creating waste. But this stems from a greedy few who created this and wasn't actually our choice. It wasn't originated by our decision. This perpetually accepted idea put into normalcy that to be highly productive is what's honorable needs to be reevaluated. The greedy are the ones who created this notion and are literally shooting themselves in the foot and preventing progress and even preventing luxuries by preventing innovation through these ideas of mass production and high productivity. We just constantly create trash, actually. We take miraculous things and turn them into trash. Trees into junk mail, for example. Not only that, but the greed hoops we have to jump through cause invention ideas to stagnate. We should be able to bring our brilliant ideas into masterful creation without having to first be wealthy enough to get a patent lawyer and manufacturer and a patent and all materials and all sorts of odd jargon on contracts that we don't even understand and require interpretation of fine print and such and so on. There ought be places where innovators and inventors go with their well thought out ideas, where they immediately are assessed, recognized, and put into slow, thoughtful, masterful, and quality production with honoring the systems needed for production as well as honoring the idea person or people, therefore providing mutual exchange of financial compensation. All pieces ought be directly in place where people simply know where to go and what to do. Why do we make things so unnecessarily complicated for ourselves? If we if we reevaluated the whole system to meet us and our nature, we'd become brilliant, actually, more industrious, more progressive, more innovative creators. We progress farther, far faster by slowing down, especially in slowing down for rest and harmonious enjoyment. There, of course, would be masters at their crafts who, at first, being slow, master the art. And there's nothing more beautiful to watch than the grace in the fast pace of a masterful creator, a masterful craftsman or artist in any genre. That is where the fast movement belongs, but otherwise, being slow and present allots value. I'm even speaking of in the workplace. Rather than thinking hourly and whether or not an employee is being productive or waste time, there is no wasted time. There's no wasted time if an employee provides the service needed. The employee is a person, not a slave or robot. They're not wasting time while giving to themselves when a service is not in demand at the moment. Meaning they draw a picture, read, or rest, for example, during a lull. This is not counterproductive. It creates a space to be a human, not a robot. And humans are immensely creative, beautiful souls who express far more of their inspiring beauty and grace when they feel good. We must feed ourselves. we we must feed ourselves. We must free ourselves from slave mentality and no longer accept what's beneath us as sovereign beings. We get into different brilliant states when we allow different states, such as theta, delta, and so on, for example. Different states of being are what cause inventions and innovations and songs and books and poems and artwork and ideas of all sorts to pop in our minds. They come during a nap or a meditation or a dream or daydream or during a prayer as an answer. What if we create a society that deems this as fundamentally and foundationally worthy? What if we took our time and created things only worthy of us? What if we raised the bar higher? What if we didn't settle and lower our standards and just accept the mass produced junk? What if we let people wait a little longer and create only things we're proud of? And the people who purchase these things are honored to do so. What if we made it also fundamental to always take into consideration the health of our home, our Mother Earth, and all its inhabitants as foundational law in this endeavor for our societal progress? Everything would have meaning and purpose again. We would no longer be drowning in depression and survival and feel lost as to who, where, what we belong to. We'd feel honorable and love our lives. We'd heal and feel wholeness in being. The simplicity would literally solve our issues. Thank you for listening.